There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music in West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey & Glasser and the West Virginia Division of Tourism, welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune. But the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song. Thank you very much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage Live Performance Radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We are at the Culture Center Theater in Charleston, West Virginia today, and I am very excited about this show. I hope that you will be too. Later on, we're going to hear from Dawes during our next hour, one of our favorite bands. They got a brand new record that is really great. Also, Mr. Gill Landry, who has not been with us before. He's made, I think this is his third album he's just put out, but he's also a member of the group The Old Crow Medicine Show. You probably know him from there. Natalia Zukerman is with us, and she's a great singer and a songwriter. Lives up in New York now, and she has a beautiful album out there. The Mountain Stage Band will join her. And finally, Seth Glier will be here during this hour, and he is a singer and songwriter. Brought some people with him, makes some beautiful harmonies too. He's got a new record too. As do the two fellows up here. Well, it's more than two. The two of them that lead the band are right beside me, and then you see the folks around them. It ends up being 5 people in all. They're called Steelism, and they just put out a CD called 615 to Fame. And 615, of course, is area code in Nashville, and you might remember area code 615, a great instrumental group of Nashville musicians, many of whom were from West Virginia originally. These guys do instrumentals, and they got me started on looking back at some of the great instrumentals when I was younger in the 60s and 70s that were on the radio, and they were so much fun. Now with the Ventures music, Green Onions, Booker T, Herb Alpert, all the spaghetti westerns. They do original tunes, but I think you'll hear all of those kind of influences among them. The two guys that started the group, on steel guitar, Mr. Spencer Cullum is from England, and on guitar, an American, Jeremy Fetzer. They brought their friends with them. Please welcome, for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Steelism.
Thank you very much. That's great. Yeah, thank you. It's lovely to be here once again with Steelism from Nashville, Tennessee. Born and bred. There we go. All the way from Nashville. This next song, what's this next song, Jeremy?
It's called The Surge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this next song is called The Surge. But we're going to finish up on our last song. This song is a baseball song.
It's a baseball
that
song.
I know nothing about baseball, so Jeremy's sport. This song's called Caught in a Pickle. Jeremy Fetzer, John Radford, John Estes, I'm Spencer with Steelism. Thanks.
Steelism. Spencer Cullum right there on the pedal steel. Jeremy Fetzer on the guitar are the leaders of the band. The new CD is 615 to Fame. 615, I said, is the area code of Nashville. Fame is the great studio down in Muscle Shoals where they recorded this CD. And you can tell it's a lot of fun. It's a great sounding CD, and we appreciate them dropping by. Spencer is on the road now with Miranda Lambert, so we're glad he took a day off and came down to do the show for us. Steelism. Watch for them. They're a lot of fun. It's time for Julie Adams now and the Mountain Stage Band. And Julie has chosen a tune called My Friend the Sun by Family. Sounds pretty hippy-dippy to me, Julie. But, you know, that's the way it is. Michael Lipton back there, I think, suggested this song. He's the lead guitar player along with Ryan Kennedy. We have two lead guitar players. Bob Thompson's over on the keyboards. Ahmed Solomon is our drummer. Steve Hill plays the bass. Who am I leaving out? the leader of the band. What's his name? The leader of the band back up there? Ron Soul, of course, on the acoustic guitar, and he is the leader of the band. So, okay, my friend the sun. Please welcome Julie Adams.
Well, I know that you're lonely, coming from the cold. Your shoes need mending, your clothes they look old. Won't you pick up your pieces? It's never too late, though it's never early to make a mistake. As soon as you wake, although there's been rain and it's coming again, change has to be here, obviously. Though my friend the sun looks well on the run, he's there in the distance, if you care to see. I know that you're waiting, come out from your shell. There'll come a time you'll remember it well, when you take all the good times from chances you've had, chances you've made. When you learn from the bad, it's never so sad. Although there's been rain and it's coming again, change has to be here, obviously. Though my friend the sun looks well on the run, he's there in the distance, if you care to see. If the season were reason, then there'd be no doubt. A sequel of changes worth putting you out. But on the question of whether you heard a lie, answer yourself, looking straight in his eyes. Don't you realize, although there's been rain, it's coming again, change has to be here, obviously. Though my friend the sun looks well on the run, he's there in the distance, if you care to see.
My friend the sun, Julie Adams, and the Mountain Stage Band. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia, with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by the West Virginia Division of Tourism, celebrating the diversity of live music in wild, wonderful West Virginia, from newgrass to indie pop, at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses. Request your travel guide at gotowv.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. We hope that you'll take a look at our redesigned website, mountainstage.org. You can click listen there and hear a 24-hour stream of classic, original Mountain Stage content. You can also find out where we'll be doing shows and buy tickets right online, and we hope you'll do that and join us in person. All this and much more at mountainstage.org. If you missed part of Mountain Stage or you just want to hear something again, visit the archive section at mountainstage.org or subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. Each podcast includes songs not heard on the radio, as well as the complete finale song. Our next guest never been with us before, and we are happy to welcome Seth Glier. He's an award-winning singer and songwriter, been nominated for a Grammy. You might have seen him opening for Ani DeFranco or James Taylor, Emmylou Harris, a lot of folks, but it's high time that he's headlining his own shows, and that's what he's doing. His new CD is called If I Could Change One Thing. He started out more acoustic. The new CD is a little bit more pop, but today he's kind of back to his roots. He's brought some friends with him. Please welcome, for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Mr. Seth Glier.
As the sun rolls up over the sea, everyone was singing in a minor key. Buddhists, Hindus, Jews, and priests gathered around for the Jubilee. Two old ladies still waiting on a sign, growing better with age like a yellowtail wine. Shouting at the junkies in the cold street light, do the next right thing or the next thing right. Whoa, wow, you're a long way from home. Hear me sing, whoa, wow, people need a miracle to do the next right thing. Hey, even voices and the choir preachers, hey, diddle, diddle, now the feet don't screech, just moaning up the stairs and rolling in bed. She been talking to God since 2 a.m., saying I don't wanna go, I don't wanna die, but her sister's gotta save her seat in the sky. You can judge me, grade me, shed some light, do the next right thing or the next thing right. Whoa, wow, you're a long way from home. Hear me sing, whoa, wow, people need a miracle to do the next right thing. Whoa, wow, you're a long way from home. Hear me sing, whoa, wow, people need a miracle to do the next right thing.
of a blazing sun, or a scar from another life. Thought the truth was a loaded gun, so instead I told the lie. The scars we see, the scars we hide, make a pattern on the other side. The scars we know, the scars we find, make a pattern on the other side. In the way she hated compliments, in the darting of her eyes, in the shadows of each argument, the same one every time. The scars we see, the scars we hide, make a pattern on the other side. The scars we know, the scars we find, make a pattern on the other side. And we're stripped down to our core, no disguises anymore. A picture starts to form, we're capable of changing. The scars we see, the scars we hide, make a pattern on the other side. The scars we know, the scars we find, make a pattern on the other side. The scars we see, the scars we hide, the scars we know, the scars we find. A tattoo of a blazing sun. A big influence for me in my songwriting is my older brother. He's 30 years old. His name is Jamie, and he's autistic and nonverbal. When I was about 14, my parents had the bright idea that it would become my responsibility to wake him up each morning and get him showered and give him breakfast. You can imagine how exciting that idea was to me as a 14-year-old. But it ended up being one of the greatest things that not just happened to my life, but happened really for my life. When I learned how to communicate without words, it totally changed my songwriting. It totally changed how I communicate with words. So I often refer to my brother as my greatest non-musical influence, and there's a lot of him in this next song. This is called "Love Is a Language We Hang On To." first of three never took the lead. Parents did their best. Told fairy tales in bed. His own story never said. He used to ride the short bus to school each day. With the brother's eye, I watched every bruise break his way. Said he's just like everyone, but he's not like anyone. Waiting on a sign, praying to break through when nothing else can speak for you. Love is a language we hang on to. Love is a language we hang on to. Keeps the trouble in her chest, every breath is saying things will be alright. Two strangers in a house, he's a sleeper on the couch every night. Alright. Dad traded booze for caffeine. Mom keeps his collars clean. Hey, yeah. Waiting on a sign, praying to break through when nothing else can speak for you. Love is a language we hang on to. Love is a language we hang on to. Everyone wants proof. No one wants the truth. Waiting on a sign, praying to break through when nothing else can speak for you. Love is a language we hang on to. Love is a language we hang on to. Love is a language. This is a song about loving somebody who makes it really, really, really impossible. Lately you've been sleeping in, haunted by your head again. I'm praying it's a rut you're in, but I know I can't keep holding your hand while you're sinking in the quicksand. And it was never part of my plan to let go, to let you go. I love you, still I'm leaving, 'cause I can't lift you up, I can't lift you up. spent so much time believing that I could lift you up. I wish I could lift you up. It has to be hard for you, the way I always push through. You can hate me if you have to, if it helps. I could carry on, but I've already stayed too long. And maybe after I'm gone, you'll find someone else. Maybe find yourself. I love you still, I'm leaving, 'cause I can't lift you up. I can't lift you up. Spent so much time believing that I could lift you up. If I could lift you up, I'd take you back to a time when promise filled your heart, before your skies went dark. I love you still, I'm leaving, 'cause I can't lift you up. I can't lift you up. Spent so much time believing that I could lift you up. I wish I could lift you up. If I could lift you up, I wish I could lift you up. Well, we have one more song for you guys. Thank you so much for listening. On the bass and on the accordion is Mark Seedorf. And on the piano and the harmonica and saxophone is my good friend. I've been making music with him for 11 years now. We met when I was 15. Give a warm West Virginia welcome to Joe Nerney, everybody. Go to work, I'm making honest living. Every night I give thanks for all I've been given. In the morning, skim the paper, drink my coffee. With every word I read, what bothers me is I'm becoming indifferent. I can sit and watch a world in trouble crumble from the sideline. Or maybe I can make a difference. How long will I wait standing still? How long can my faith keep its will? I've been leaving it up to everyone else, hoping it might change itself. Time to offer up more than my goodwill. How long will I wait standing still? Know a man who picks up trash around our town, bags on both his hands. He ought to wear a crown. Dare I say,
that I used to call him crazy. Now it occurs to me that there's a peace in the path he's found. He says I can't explain exactly why I'm doing this, but imagine if everybody did. How long will I wait standing still? How long can my faith keep its will? I've been leaving it up to everyone else, hoping it might change itself. Time to offer up more than my goodwill. Ooh. Should anyone ever go hungry? Should anyone sleep on the streets? We're drilling holes in our sacred land while we're guzzling gasoline. Should anyone ever go hungry? Should anyone sleep on the streets? We're drilling holes in our sacred land while we're guzzling gasoline. We've got to end depression, stamp out hate, love thy neighbor, gay or straight. Let's show a little heart. There's plenty of places to start. How long will I wait standing still? How long can my faith keep its will? I've been leaving it up to everyone else, hoping it might change itself. Time to offer up more than my goodwill. No more standing still. No more standing still. No more standing still. No more standing still.
Seth Glier, If I Could Change One Thing. It's the name of the new record. What a songwriter, what a singer. And what a nice trio right there, Mr. Seth Glier. And the new CD is produced by Bill Loeffler, who's also produced Ingrid Michaelson and Joshua Radin, and it really, really has a nice sound. You want to check that out. Seth Glier, that's spelled G-L-I-E-R. We're going to end this hour with a woman who's been with us once before, but it was with a quartet, so I can't say she's really been on as a solo by herself to do her own tunes. The quartet did winter holiday songs, and Natalia Zukerman was a member of Winter Bloom, but she's also done many CDs of her own. She's a fine guitar player and a fine songwriter and really a fine singer, as you'll hear in just a moment. Her latest CD is called Come Thief, Come Fire. She was raised in New York City. Her folks are classical musicians. She grew up starting out that way, but then she found her own voice and her own style, and everybody is glad she did. I think the band's going to join her for a couple, but she's going to do some on her own too. Please welcome, for the first time solo on the Mountain Stage, Natalia Zukerman.
Thank you so much.
miss the grounding, I miss the ground. I miss the meaning of a shutter sound. I miss fireflies, I miss the stars. I miss reaching for you in the dark. Yeah. I miss numbers, I miss dial tones. I miss my memory, I miss my home. And I'm afraid I'm gonna miss the feeling of making a human being. But I won't miss the things I can't get back. We don't need professional photographs. We'll do it all ourselves. Yes, we do it just as well. I miss the pound sign, I miss that one sock. I miss the genderless way you walk. Our bodies locked behind a door. I'm king and queen of my little court. And I don't miss the things I can't get back. We never took professional photographs. So there's nothing in a frame, no, there's nothing on the wall. And I miss you. I guess I miss you still, goddamn it all. I miss the grounding, I miss the ground. I miss the meaning of a shutter sound. I miss fireflies, I miss the stars. I miss reaching for you in the dark, yeah. In the dark, yeah. In the dark, yeah. Thank you so much. Where's the band? I'm a lucky lady. So I received a songwriting prompt from a friend. I had an assignment to write a song with the words feather boa in the song in 1 week time. So I went to 1893 Paris and the Moulin Rouge, and I poked around on the internet like you do, and I found out that the woman Toulouse-Lautrec painted the most often, she was born Jean Baudon, but she went by the stage name of Jane Avril, and she was about yay big. And she had a precursor to what we know as restless leg syndrome, and true story. So she actually invented the can-can. She couldn't stop moving her little legs. Industrious person. So this is a song about her and tiny ladies everywhere. Yes, you can Jane Avril. Show them all how it's done. One glimpse of stocking is still a thrill when you don't see how many times they're mended. Yes, you can Jane Avril. A feather boa and some fraying silk. You lift your skirt and their hearts stood still. You made them think this is what they're missing. Oh, what you put on, yeah. You took it off so you don't have to take it home. You know what I'm saying? So you moved down to the strip. Only way you could think to keep on dancing. All swaying body and bright red lips. You still find those lights enchanting. Sometimes you like it more than you know you should. Mostly it's a game of grin and bear it. Sweaty fat hands with dollar bills. A gold band should sit where those tan lines faded. Oh, but you take off it and put back on before you get back. And what happens here stays here. The one who says that is never the one waiting. Ooh. Je m'appelle la Marie. Je ne suis qu'une toute petite femme et d'un feu immense. Loosely translated, I may be a tiny woman, but my fire is huge. Oh, yes, what we put on, yes, and take back up before we get back. Oh, what you put on. You took it off so you don't have to take it home. Yes, you can Jane Avery. Yes, you can Jane Avery. Yes, you can show them all how it's done. Thank you so much. Holy crap, this band. So I have to admit that I have been the giver and receiver of the gift in this particular song. It's crappy on both ends. It has a repeating part. It comes around like 11 times, so you'll probably get it if you feel like singing along. And if you don't, you can just make your little snarky face, because it feels real good. Gas station roses, last minute plea, wrapped up in plastic like a leftover meal. Well, that's what I got for, yeah, all of my time. A gas station roses and a dusty Valentine. Well, I'm an old suitcase in the corner, yeah, covered up in stickers of the places that I've been. Looking for someone, yeah, to come unlock me, someone to come around, spin my little wheel. I got gas station roses, last minute flea, wrapped up in plastic like a leftover. That's what I got for all of my time. Gas station roses and a dusty Valentine. Well, I'm as worn out as my Neil Young records. Yeah, I'm as bored as Saturday down in detention hall. So write me something there on the blackboard that would make the face blush on a paper doll. Give me gas station roses, last minute plea, wrapped up in plastic like a leftover meal. That's what I got for all of my time. Gas station roses and a dusty Valentine. Yeah, right. Love is a sculpture cast out of plaster. And I went and I dropped her right in the middle of the floor. And now time's an asshole who forgot your birthday. Went and brought you flowers found down at the corner store. You gave me gas station roses, last minute plea, wrapped up in plastic like a leftover meal. That's what I got for all of my time. Gas station roses and a dusty valentine. You gave me wilted roses from down at the Five and Dime. I got some wilted roses. Oh, no, you didn't, did ya? Thank you. All right, well, yeah, my most recent digital coaster that I think is available out there, it's called Come Thief, Come Fire, and it's all songs about thievery and arson. So when I was writing the songs for this record, I heard an amazing story about a guy named Burnin' Vernon. And Vernon Schultes was a firefighter, and his family owned tons of property in the Woodstock, New York area. In the summer of '97, there were 50 barn fires, and Vernon became a hometown hero because he single-handedly put out all of these fires. But it turns out that he was lighting them on fire. So I wrote a lot of songs about Vernon. Mercifully, only 2 have made the record, and this is one of them. It'll feature Michael Lipton and Julie Adams, who learned it in the dressing room. Always lived your life in a shadow, long and dark like the ones in the meadow. And you watch them dance round the lines of your property. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your family. Yeah. You watch them all, yeah. Watch them all fade away. Yeah. Why do you need a hero who's only gonna disappoint you? You're following a broken arrow, making circles around your heart when you're looking for a new place to start. Never meant to do anybody harm, made sure the house was safe on the family farm. And the colors go from red to charcoal black. Is that what makes you wanna come back in the end? You wanna watch it all, watch it all fade away. Yeah. disappoint you. You're following a broken arrow, making circles around your heart. When you're looking for a new place to start with a matchbook in my hand, more like a calling than a plan. Or does it make me any less of a man? If you hear me say, if you hear me say, I cannot, I will not, I will not, I cannot, I will not, I will not, I will not be your hero. I cannot be your hero. I cannot be your hero when I'm just looking for, I will not be your hero. I cannot be your hero. I will not be your hero, 'cause I'm just looking for a place to go. Looking for a place to go. I'm looking for. Thank you. What a total honor to play here. It's been a real pleasure.
Natalia Zukerman. The latest CD, Come Thief, Come Fire. It's her 6th studio recording. I think she also has a live recording, so if you like that one, and I think you will, check out the other ones too. Her father actually plays on that, plays violin. He's a violinist, Pinka Zukerman. I'd like to say a special hello to you if you are listening right now over a great station, WXPN, up in Philadelphia. We were just up there, and great people there. And also out in Mount Shasta, California. We've never been out there. I'd like to go out there. KNSQ. Thank you so much if you're listening over one of those stations. And we hope you'll be listening next time when our guests will be Bahamas, the Pine Hill Project, featuring Lucy Kaplansky and Richard Schendel, Field Report, Fox, and Lloyd Cole. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. If you're just tuning in, thank you for doing that. We think you're going to be glad you did. During this hour, we're going to be hearing from one of our favorite bands, Dawes. But we're going to open this hour with the man who has not been with us, at least in as a solo. He's just made his third solo album. This one's on ATO. And you might know him best, his talent, as a banjo player and a pedal steel player and songwriter. As a member of the Old Crow Medicine Show, he's been with them since 2004. But now you get to hear him, his own thoughts and his own songs and his own style. He's down from Louisiana originally, and he's traveled all over the place, playing on the streets, playing in big halls, and now playing on the mountain stage. Brought some friends with him. Please welcome, for the first time to the mountain stage, Mr. Gill Landry.
There's a funeral in my heart and everyone is dressed in black, with chrysanthemums and voodoo dolls trying to bring you back. As the lonesome hearse rolls slowly to the graveyard of my mind, other than that I'm feeling fine. Yonder stands old Romance tombside talking to himself, with the family of memories that are holding to your wealth. Regret is by your coffin, can't do anything but cry and mumble about the by and by. Oh, the bloodless face of used to be is looking cold and grim, as the pallbearers of my true love sing a solemn hymn. There's a funeral in my heart, but the respects I wish to pay cannot be heard beyond the cold ground of your grave. So I throw the dirt over once I cover you in light. Why do all the good things have to die? Thank you very much. Thank you. Tender little number. I wrote that song for Beyonce. Haven't heard back. This song I wrote about a woman in New Orleans called Never Coming Here Again. Your pistol neath your pillow and your dreams all full of lead. Your eyes are dark and icy cold. Your lies are worth the weight in gold. Killed your love on Main Street. You shot it through the head with cold steel and broken truth in a red dress with your hollow tooth. And you feel like Bonnie Parker, and you feel like finding you a diamond that it's worth your time to steal. You don't know where you're going, don't matter where you've been. You know you're never coming here again. Out on the concrete catwalk through the ruin and the rain, in and out of every scene, hungry like a magazine. Slave drivers, damn you, 'cause you won't dig their coal. And the slaves, they all resent you, 'cause you haven't sold your soul. And you hear the roaring laughter, and you hear it's just what people know about themselves that makes them fear. Digging graves by moonlight in a warm magnolia wind. You know you're never coming here again. With crooked hearts and Italian boots burning at the soul, you crucified everyone you love on a telephone pole. Riding free on sinking ships with love letters for sales, drinking gin with faithless men, stepping on the devil's tail. And you feel the world is ending, and you feel like anybody would in 5-inch bright red leather heels. Trying to convince yourself you care what happens next, but you know it doesn't matter in the end. Besides, you're never coming here. Thank you. So like Larry said, I spent about 7 years or so of my life playing busking. And this is a song I learned from a friend of mine, Baby Gramps. Times nowadays ain't nothing like what they used to, nothing like they used to be. Oh, times nowadays ain't nothing like what they used to be. And I'm telling you the truth, take it from me. Well, I've seen better days, I'm putting up with these. I done seen better days, I'm putting up with these. I'd have a much better time with them girls down in New Orleans. 'Cause I was born in the country, she thinks I'm easy to rule. 'Cause I was born in the country, she thinks I'm easy to rule. She try to hitch me to a wagon, she wanna drive me like a mule. Give you sugar for sugar, let you take salt, salt for salt. I give you sugar for sugar, let you take salt for salt. So if you can't get along with me, well, it's your own fault. Well, you say you love me and you treat me mean. How do you say you love me? You keep treating me mean. You're my daily thought and my nightly dream. Sometimes I think that you're too sweet, sweet to die. Sometimes I think that you're too sweet to die. And another time I think you ought to be buried alive. I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Odessa Jorgensen on fiddle and Mr. Jacob Edwards on drums. So yeah, I have a record that came out on ATO Records this spring. Here's some songs from it. This first one's called Just Like You. Broken down, hung up and wasted in an artless town, thinking of old loves and wedding gowns, passing time. It's so hard trying to find a golden spark when the world is cold and dark in my mind. Oh, darling, do you think of me sometime? I wonder if I'm lost or doing fine. 'Cause sometimes the only thing that carries me on is knowing someone just like you's alive. I had a dream that I was back in New Orleans, and everything was as it seemed at the time. You were there, sitting in a kitchen chair, reading Bukowski in your underwear, looking fine. Oh, and darling, do you think of me sometimes? Wonder if I'm lost or doing fine. 'Cause sometimes the only thing that carries me on is knowing someone just like you's alive. This next song, it's about a girl. To be honest, they're all about girls. The most tired subject that never gets boring. With the future in your arms, in a cold embrace, and all your southern charm full of northern grace. You found yourself on bended knees, praying down on Robson Street in an old hotel. You wear your hands just like a thief, a ghost of who you used to be before you fell, waiting for your love to take you home. From your old Montana home, you traveled down until from the pavement of your sorrow rose the flowers of your will. You cross the line and seldom speak, kissing bluebirds on the cheek in the morning rain. The patron saint of Kalispell, and every time you lose yourself, the stranger you became, waiting for your love to take you home. After all these crooked miles, with sorrow deep and wide, we're here for just a while. I'll see you on the other side. Underneath some piece of blue, down on Colfax Avenue, we'll walk alone. Talk of things that never die, with your filthy hand in mine, cold as a stone, waiting for our love to take us home. I have one more song for you. It's about a girl. I was lost when you found me there. Now I'm lost beyond compare. Hard looks and cold words, killed by degrees. Well, if I was an old bird and I could be free, then I would fly till I was too high to see what bad love will do to good people like you and me. Take me home, destroy this disguise, make me whole and open my eyes. What once was a new love is only debris. How does a true love become misery? Through jealous eyes, It's so hard to see what bad love will do to good people like you and me. When you said it's me and I said it was you, back and forth like the sun and the moon. No one knows what the future has stored, but I hope you find what you're looking for. And I hope that it's all that you hoped it would be, and you have no regret when you think of me. Through love and it's so sad to see what bad love will do to good people like you and me. What bad love will do to good people like you and me. Merci beaucoup.
Gill Landry, and that's also the name of the new CD on ATO. Gill Landry there, along with Jacob Edwards on the drums and Odessa Jorgensen on the fiddle and harmonies. And Odessa was on that new record here and there, too, along with a lot of other great players. It's time for Bob Thompson to do a tune. We're going to change the vibe. He's going to do a Antonio Carlos Jobim song called Triste. When Bob was down in Brazil, he had an apartment that was actually right below Jobim's apartment, and got a little inspiration. Please welcome Bob Thompson. Colortones.com is where you find his music. Bob Thompson, Triste by Antonio Carlos Jobim. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by the West Virginia Division of Tourism, celebrating the diversity of live music in wild, wonderful West Virginia, from newgrass to indie pop at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses. Request your travel guide at gotowv.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. If you have questions or suggestions for us, we'd love to hear from you. Our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook. You can ask us anything on Tumblr, and you can hear our Song of the Week on Stitcher. All of these links are at our website, mountainstage.org. You can hear guest performances at NPR Music also, and those include songs that we don't have time to fit on the radio. The address there is npr.org/mountainstage. We're going to end this show with a band from Southern California that we first heard when they came on in 2009. Didn't know what to expect, but they turned out to be one of our favorite bands of all time and one of America's best bands for the last so many years. They were a quartet, and they still are at the core, but they've added another guitar player to the Goldsmith brothers and Wiley and Tay. Their new CD is called All Your Favorite Bands. Might have seen them recently on the Letterman show, one of the last shows. He asked him to come on because I'm sure he respects him as much as we do. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Dawes.
Could go on talking, or I could stop. Bring out each memory till I get every drop. Sift through the details of the others involved. The true crime would be thinking it's just one person's fault. Like an honest signature on a fake ID. Like the guilty conscience with the innocent plea. You can just ignore it, put it out of mind. But ain't it funny how the past won't ever said something like, let's make a list of all the things the world has put you through. Let's raise a glass to all the people you're not speaking to. I don't know what else you wanted me to say to you. Things happen, that's all they ever do. In a different time, on a different floor, I might mourn the loss of who I'm not anymore. So I'm driving up to Oakland for a good look back and a few revisions to my plan of attack. Let's make a list of all the things the world has put you through. Let's raise a glass to all the people you're not speaking to. I don't know what else you wanted me to say to you. Things happen, that's all they ever do. Think I'll see Lily, see where she stands. I can't help how I feel, I don't think anyone can. Sometimes we're lovers, sometimes we're friends. Behold the magnetism between two dead ends. Let's make a list of all the things the world has put you through. Let's raise a glass to all the people you're not speaking to. I don't know what else you wanted me to say to you. Things happen, that's all they ever do. We can qualify the spirit guides we listen to, or why our mom's compelled to brought your baby shoes. I don't know what else you wanted me to say to you. Things happen, that's all they ever do. 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 You can send me a message if you don't want to talk, or make sure I don't interrupt. It might help you let it go. It's hard for you, I know, to act like you're not giving up. But don't send me away. There's nowhere else I'm going to. Don't send me away. I know that's what you wanna do. Don't send me away. Don't send me away. Don't send me away. when you're laying in your bed. You can send it so I know what I stand to lose. But don't send me away. This is where I'm supposed to be. Don't send me away. You don't know what you do to me. Don't send me away. Don't send me away. Don't send me away. I'm getting on the freeway. Your jacket's in my car. Your ashes in my ashtray. And I'm there with you wherever you Don't send me away. There's nowhere else I'm going to. Don't send me away. I know that's what you wanna do. Don't send me away. Don't send me away. Don't send me away. Thank you. These days my friends don't seem to know me without my suitcase in my hand. And when I'm standing still, I seem to disappear. But maybe that's how I found you. Maybe that taught me exactly what I want. Maybe meeting you this far away from home is what makes it all so clear. But you got that special kind of sadness. You got that tragic set of charms that only comes from time spent in Los Angeles. Makes me wanna wrap you in my arms. When people ask me where I come from, to see what it says about a man, I only end up giving bad directions that never lead them there at all. It's something written in the headlights. It's something swimming in my drink. And if I were a moon, it'd be exactly where I'd fall. 'Cause you got that special kind of sadness. You got that tragic set of charms that only comes from time spent in Los Angeles. Makes me wanna wrap you in my arms. for the places I have been, and the dirt that I've been gathering deep beneath my nails. But now I know what I've been missing, and I'm going on to make it mine. And I'll be battening the hatches and pulling in the sails. 'Cause you've got that special kind of sadness. You've got that tragic set of charms that could only come from time spent in Los Angeles. Makes me wanna wrap you in my arms. You got that special kind of sadness. You got that tragic set of charms that only comes from time spent in Los Angeles. Makes me wanna wrap you in my arms. Thank you. So downstairs they have this a bunch of boards that tell you every single artist that ever played the Mountain Stage and what the dates were on it and everything. So I was standing down there for a while and looking at all the people that have been on this stage, and it's truly profound what this whole operation is here, and we're so honored to be a part of it in any way. So to be able to say this is our third time. Yeah, thanks. If she listens very carefully to a room of conversation, she can feel the planet orbiting through space. She hears pieces of arguments, beginnings of jokes, and the odd lines of a song she cannot place. And it all makes up an image that resists interpretation, which is lately how she likes to see herself. How she does not believe in accidents, doesn't disagree out loud, and falls in love with every man she cannot help. 'Cause she thinks most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are. Most people don't know what it takes for me to get through the day. Most people don't talk enough about the love in their hearts. She doesn't know most people feel that same way. If she focuses her energy on just walking through the neighborhood, the depths and shallows nobody could sound, like January Christmas lights under billion-year-old stars, she comes up with more of what is lost than what is found. So by the time she explains to me just a glimpse of what she's understood, she betrays the meaning, putting it in words. So she smiles at me lovingly and says, just let me hold your hand. So far it's the only way I can let myself be heard. 'Cause she thinks most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are. Most people don't know what it takes for me to get through the day. Most people don't talk enough about the love in their hearts. She doesn't know most people feel that same way. She thinks most people
Most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are.
Most people
Most
don't know what it
people
takes for me to
don't
give
know
it
what
a
it
day.
takes for me to get through the day.
Most people
Most
talk enough
people
about the love in their
talk enough
hearts.
about the love in their
She
hearts.
doesn't know most people feel that same way. And she thinks most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are. Most people don't know what it takes for me to get through the day. Most people don't talk enough about the love in their hearts. She doesn't know most people feel that same way. She doesn't know most people feel that same way. Thank you. Like Larry was saying, we have a new record that just came out last Tuesday. So we're going to play a couple more songs from that. Songs about the kind of people you shouldn't spend that much time around. It's called Somewhere Along the Way. She went from table manners to tunnel vision to premature farewells, with a restlessness reserved for those who believe in themselves. She thought the world was hers, so she made sure it bent beneath her will. She was as new and as ancient as the solar-paneled hills. She was certain she could take this town by storm. The wonder of sound and light seeking a form. But somewhere along the way, the dots didn't all connect. The promise became regret. Somewhere along the way, the dream and the circumstance continued their tortured dance. Somewhere along the way. She was my lullaby, personified, my vision in the mist. but her contacts were all promoters and a West Side therapist. The 5 a.m.s, the worried friends, the parting of her lips. But I needed to witness someone wrestle with what it means to just exist. How her only plan in life was getting lost. How she took me to the edge and made me watch. But somewhere along the way, her running just lost its fun. It happens to everyone. Somewhere along the way, her trail became too obscure, but that was her signature. She would talk about letting go. I guess I didn't understand. Give it over to the currents. Now we're there since time began. And on a long drive from El Paso to the Pacific Ocean cliffs, I finally felt connected to the continental drift. And somewhere along the way, I started to smile again. I don't remember when. Somewhere along the way, things will turn out just fine. I know it's true this time. somewhere along the way. That's Dwayne Betts on guitar. This is our last song. Once again, thank you so much for being so good to us, and thanks Mountain Stage for having us back. Hopefully we'll be back again sooner than later. Late night drives and hot French fries and friends around the country, from Charlottesville to good old Santa Fe. When I think of you, you still got on that hat that says let's party. I hope that thing is never thrown away. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Now I'm just waking up and I'm not thinking clearly, so don't quote me. With one eye open, I'm writing you this song. Ain't it funny how some people pop into your head so easily when you haven't seen them in there for so long? I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. You thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. And may all your favorite bands stay together.
Taylor Goldsmith, Griffin Goldsmith, Wiley Gilbert, Tay Strathern, and Dwayne Betts. Dawes right there. And you heard the title song to the new one, All Your Favorite Bands. May they always stay together, and may Dawes always stay together. And they're welcome here anytime. I know that you want to hear more Dawes. They're going to be on the road basically all the time. Griffin told me he's not going to get back for a few months to Los Angeles. So I know you want to hear more, just like I want to hear more. So go see them live when they come to your area. Our thanks to Dawes. Our thanks to Gill, Landry. Our thanks to Natalia Zukerman and Seth Glier and Steelism for making this one heck of a show. Our thanks to all you folks here at the Culture Center Theater in Charleston, West Virginia. And of course, as always, special thanks to you listening there on the radio, because without you, there would be no Mountain Stage, and we never forget that. Next week, our show will feature Bahamas, the Pine Hill Project with Lucy Kaplansky and Richard Schindel, Field Report, Fox, and Lloyd Cole. And we're going to end the show with a dedication, a memorial dedication to a woman who was on the Mountain Stage 4 times. She was born on a farm down near Viper, Kentucky, which is down near Hazard. And she went to New York after studying social work to work in the settlement houses in the mid-40s. And her voice was so beautiful, and her songs, which she learned from her family, were so wonderful. They were from both sides of the ocean. They were Appalachian traditional songs as well as British Isles songs, that she and Pete Seeger and some others started a movement in the late 40s and early 50s that turned into kind of the folk music revival of the late 50s. Her name is Jean Ritchie, and if you've ever heard her, you'll never forget her voice. And we're going to end up with one of her songs that she wrote. She not only sang traditional songs, but she also wrote some wonderful songs. Once when she was her last time on the Mountain Stage, we invited Emmylou Harris to join her because Jean wrote of My Dear Companion, which was recorded on the Trio album with Emmylou and Linda Ronstadt and Dolly Parton. And Jean had taken an old song and rewrote the words and the music, but she wrote several other tunes, especially coal mining songs. She wrote The Blue Diamond Mines, Black Waters, and she wrote this one called The L&N Don't Stop Here Anymore. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasilia Skouras. Assistant producers Joni Deutsch. Production managers Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. Our web producers Josh Saul. Our production assistants comes from Michael Lipton, Joy Ansel, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, and Woogie. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Michael Lipton, Adam Harris, Josh Saul, and Music and Motion Promotions. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Go out and hear some live music wherever you are as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Oh, when I was a curly-headed baby, my daddy set me down upon his knee. He said, son, you go to school and you learn your letters. Don't be a dusty miner like me. I was born and raised in the mouth of the Hazard Holler. Coal cars roll and rumble past my door. Now they stand in a rusty row, all empty, and the L&N don't stop here anymore. Julia.
I used to think my daddy was a black man with script enough to buy the company store. But now he goes downtown with empty pockets. His face is white as February snow.
I was born and raised in the mouth of the Hazard Holler. Coal cars roll and rumble past my door. Now they stand in a rusty row, all empty, and the L&N don't stop here anymore. Michael Lipton. Kennedy. Seth Glier gonna sing it.
Last night I dreamt I went down to the office to draw my payday like I've done before. But the goody vines were covering up the doorway, and the weeds and grass were growing up through the floor.
I was born and raised in the mouth of the hazard holler. Coal cars roll and rumble past my door. Now they stand in a rusty row, all empty, and the yelling don't stop here anymore. Let's hear the saxophone. Thompson. All right, Gill, Landry gonna sing it.
I never thought I'd live to love the coal dust. I never thought I'd pray to hear those temples roar. But Lord, I wish the grass would change to money and greenbacks fill my pockets once more.
I was born and raised in the mouth of the hazard holler. Coal cars roll and rumble past my door. Now they stand in a rusty row, all empty, and the yelling don't stop here anymore. Taylor Goldsmith. Natalia Zukerman. Well, when I was a curly-headed baby, my daddy set me down upon his knee. He said, son, you go to school and learn your letters. Don't be a dusty miner like me. I was born and raised in the mouth of the hazard holler. Coal cars roll and rumble past my door. Now they stand in a rusty road, all empty, and the yelling don't stop here anymore. And the yelling don't stop here